Hey, what's up, everybody? So I thought I would get on here and talk about a story that happened a couple of months ago, so it's still kind of fresh, but I definitely wanted to react to this because I saw this and I just could not believe it for the life of me. So there was an incident that happened back in May in Ontario, Canada, where this 19-year-old guy and his friend who came back from a cruise. I think he was apparently like on a cruise with another friend of his, and I think he was maybe coming. He was coming back from the cruise, probably was dropping his friend off or whatever, and he got stopped for speeding. Now I assume. Now here's the thing: we've all probably have been stopped for speeding if we're driving. I assume a lot of people are going to get pulled over for speeding in one form or another. I have in the past once. Everybody makes mistakes when we're, I got my first speeding ticket about a year and a half ago or so. Hard lesson learned, but that's besides the point. And no, this guy wasn't stopped for speeding. He was stopped for, well, okay. Was he stopped for speeding? Yes and no. Yes and no. He was speeding, but two, he was going probably the most ridiculous speed I have ever heard of in my entire life. Now, I've read stories where people have gotten arrested for going 110, 120, 130. This kid, 191 miles an hour. I'm not shitting you. 191 miles an hour. 308 kilometers per hour. In Ontario, Canada, this kid went that fast driving his dad's Mercedes. What the fuck? I mean, oh my god. I don't even know what to say about this. I don't even know what to say about this. I think the kid who did that is a fucking moron. Because I sped in the past, wasn't proud of it at the time, but I didn't go that fucking fast. Okay? And I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm better than him. Oh, I did this. Yeah, I did that. No, I'm not saying that. It's just like, dude, what the fuck? And again, a lot of people, there's been more people that have been speeding lately because there's less cars on the road because of, the coronavirus and less people going out and whatever. But going that fast? Dude, you're a fucking retard. You are a fucking retard. And I'm not, you know what? I was laughing about it earlier, but now just the more I think about it, the more it's just fucked up, okay? Okay. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has probably got, I'm sure most drivers out there who are watching this, I'm sure some of you have gotten speeding tickets in one form or another. We all make mistakes. There are things that are just completely unavoidable. And that's one of those things. People get killed in accidents going even 40 or 50 miles an hour. You going that fast, do you know how many people you could fucking kill by going that fast? That is nearly 200 fucking miles per hour. That's nearly 200 miles an hour. That's triple the speed limit of where this kid did this in Ontario. That's triple the goddamn speed limit. And by the way, this kid was arrested. He was taken into custody. He hasn't been sentenced yet because, again, it only happened like 2 months ago. But I'm sure there's going to be a trial. There's definitely going to be a trial on this. I have no question in my mind about that. Like, no. You know how many people you could kill by going that fucking fast? There is no reason for that whatsoever. And I'm not trying to be up here trying to act like I'm clutching my pearls about it or anything like that. No, I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying this as a human perspective. Under no circumstances can you sit there and read this story or listen to this clip of this Ontario police officer, which I'm going to play here for you guys. There is no way you could sit there and defend this and think this is okay, because it's not. Okay, this kid driving his parents' car. Okay, so to the dumb fuck that decided to go this fast. Now let me ask you this. Do you think your parents would want you going that fast and killing yourself or killing somebody else? Serious question. Like, serious question. I wouldn't think so. So why would you do something like this? I mean, why would you do this? How? In somebody's head. How? In someone's head. Could someone think that going that fast would be okay? In any situation. In any situation. My question is, how does the car go that fast? B, how did the car not blow up going that fast? How did the car not catch fire or blow up or something like that? Oh man, wouldn't you just wish you were a fly in Ontario? Somewhere along the outside the outskirts of Ontario somewhere. I think that this happened, I think it might have been in a big city or something. Imagine if you were a fly and you got to see what the father's reaction was when he found out that his kid was driving his car going nearly 200 miles an hour, more than 300 kilometers per hour. Oh man, any average person would wish they were a fly and see that and think, ooh, Dad's not going to be happy about that. No. Yeah, if I was driving my dad's van, let's just say hypothetically, if I was driving my dad's van, I don't even think my dad's van could even go that fast. I don't even think my dad's van can go maybe even 100. I don't know. I swear to God, I would not be able to drive again. I'd probably be housebound if I ever did that. That's not to say my parents aren't, like, they're not strict or anything like that. But any caring parent who would hear that their kid did this would be fuming. I know my parents would, and I'm sure many parents out there would. I'm sure the parents of this kid, I'm sure they're probably, yeah, they're happy he's alive. But I don't think that they're happy that their son put so many fucking people's lives at risk. I mean, okay, this is, in the sense of it's so ridiculous that it's funny, okay, but at the same time, this is also dangerous. And it's also absolutely retarded. Okay, yes, everybody goes a little bit over the limit, right? Yes, everybody does, just about. Just about. As long as you're going 5 to 10 miles over, in most cases, people aren't going to stop you. Most cops are good or not going to stop you if you're 5 to 10 miles over. And you're more than 10 over, yeah, they're probably going to stop you, more than likely. But this? Oh, this kid's going to be doing some serious prison time, I guarantee you. He's going to get it. And I actually read that in Ontario, if you go more than, I think, 50 kilometers over the limit, which is like 35 miles per hour over the limit, I think, your car will be impounded for 7 days and they take your license away. And that's just the beginning of it, like before you go to like court and whatever. I would say, actually a 7-day license suspension, that's not enough. Impounding the car for 7 days, that's not enough. You should just take it away indefinitely until you go to court and then decide there. I think a 7-day suspension and the 7-day impound is too lenient, especially for this. This is absolutely fucking retarded. This kid, I don't know who he is or what his name is. I don't know. I mean, maybe I can find his name in here. I don't know. This is street racing, stunt driving. Okay. I'm going to read the article and then I'm going to play the clip. Okay. Canadian teen caught speeding clocked at 191 miles per hour. With fewer drivers on the road during the corona pandemic, police in the Toronto region have charged at least 150 people with street racing or stunt driving, including a 19-year-old driving 191 miles per hour. The Ontario Provincial Police, acronym OPP, has seen a rise in stunt driving. An OPP officer pulled over a 19-year-old in a Mercedes along the Queen Elizabeth Highway in Ontario for driving 308 kilometers per hour, 191 miles an hour. Jesus fucking Christ. This is the fastest speed I've ever heard of. OPP Sergeant Kerry Schmindet, I think that's his name, said in a video posted on Periscope. Maybe I can play that one. Noted Schmickdick, I think that's his name, and I'm probably sounding like Schmickdick, but that's not actually what it is. That's probably how I'm pronouncing it, but whatever, that's a moot point. Notice that the speed limit is 100 kilometers per hour, about 62, and there are areas where it reaches 110 kilometers per hour. The driver was going triple the speed limit. This is absolutely egregious for everyone to be going those kinds of speeds, he said. Well, that's also what he said in the clip. The 19-year-old passenger was in the vehicle at the time, and both were released at the scene. Oh, my God. Imagine that kid's going to have to go to court. That kid's going to have to go to court, and boy, does he have some explaining to do to his parents. Boy, does he have some explaining to do to his parents. Wait, I think this is like 13 minutes long. Oh, wow. I actually I didn't know that this was that long. Because I've actually never seen this before until I pulled up this article. Alright, well then we'll play this clip then. I gotta try to get it back here, because apparently it just randomly wants to play while I'm trying to fucking put it back. Hold on. But yeah, this is completely ridiculous, people. This is completely ridiculous. We all do stupid shit. We do things, but 191 miles an hour, that's pretty avoidable. All right, let's see if I can get this. Let's see if I can get this going. I don't know why this is not going back. Hold on. I don't know, apparently.
So I'm pretty much speechless on this one. A driver, a 19-year-old kid, G2 driver, going on the QW last night around 10 o'clock, was stopped by an officer, Sergeant Hauser, out of the Burlington Detachment, for going 308 kilometers per hour on the QEW with other traffic going by him, with another 19-year-old male passenger.
Now, here's the thing. What about that passenger? How do you think his parents must have felt hearing that his friend was going that fast? Imagine what they would think about that.
In the vehicle alongside him. Unbelievable speeds. We're talking 191 miles an hour. We're talking 85 meters a second, 280 feet per second. You think about perception, reaction times when you're going down the highway. I've done fatal reconstruction work for about a dozen years, and it takes time for people to recognize threats and issues on the highways and be able to react to it to avoid a collision.
There is no way you could react to a collision going that fucking fast. The minute someone else went out in front of you, a deer runs out in front of you or something, you're dead. You are dead. You are dead. And so is many other people. Okay, I might seem really pissed off about this. But yeah, reading this and seeing this kind of stupidity does piss me off, because someone driving like this is driving like a cunt. You are driving like a fucking cunt, okay? Because you are putting so many lives in danger going this fast. You are an absolute retard going this fast. I don't care how you defend it. You can't defend your point. You cannot defend someone going this fast. It's completely and utterly dangerous and Indefensible. Sorry.
This is absolutely egregious for anyone to be going those kinds of speeds.
How the fuck does the car even go that fast is my question. Was this like a NASCAR or something? Jesus fucking Christ.
308 kilometers per hour. The speed limit is 100. There's areas where it's 110. When you're going triple the speed limit, I don't even know where to begin with that. Driving your dad's car, coming back from a cruise with your buddies.
And it's his dad's car. I think that might be the worst thing about it. The fact he's driving a car that doesn't even belong to him. Did he even think about the fact that, wow, I'm driving my dad's car. You know, maybe I should be a little bit more careful. Like, oh my God, I don't want to screw up my dad's car. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. No, apparently you don't. Apparently you're a dipshit that apparently only thinks about yourself. Because you not only are not thinking about your dad's car, your dad's property, you're not thinking about the lives of everybody else you're putting in danger, you fucking retard.
Opening it up to seeing what this car is capable of doing is beyond words. And as the officer...
My Toyota Camry can go 140. Okay? Does that mean I want to try to see if it can go 140? No. Because I got too much to live for. And I have one particular person in particular that I live for.
Got the vehicle stopped. Traffic that was going by was honking in delight that this vehicle and this driver was taken off the road.
Like, hell yeah, see ya. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. You going to jail.
Can you imagine having a car go by you at 308 kilometers per hour?
The car would be like, and you're like, what? Where did that come from? I don't know. I think that was an airplane going by. Maybe. Or maybe it was just NASCAR. Or maybe we're on the Autobahn. Oh, that's right.
Like, I've had crashes, I've had collisions where people have been startled so much that they've actually crashed their car because they have an involuntary reaction and they swerve to the one side and lose control because a vehicle or a motorcycle or a car goes ripping by them at obscene speeds. This is
not obscene speeds. This is retarded speeds.
The fastest speed that I've ever heard of.
I think it's the fastest speed any of us have ever heard of.
The driver obviously taken off the road immediately. Now, there's automatic sanctions for that kind of behavior on the highway. We will automatically take your driver's license away from you for 7 days. That's just to stop that driver from continuing that kind of behavior. We will automatically take that vehicle away and impound it for 7 days. And that's just in order to stop anyone from taking that vehicle out and behaving in that kind of reckless manner.
Okay, if you're going to give his car back in 7 days, don't you think he's going to... Well, who's to say he's not going to do it again if he gets his car back in 7 days? What about that? Or is he arrested? Is he going to court? Like...
So automatic 7-day license suspension, automatic 7-day vehicle impound. The driver charged with stunt driving or street racing under the Highway Traffic Act. In addition to that, he's also charged criminally with dangerous driving. If you're going at those kinds of speeds, you have to understand the risk that you're putting yourself, your passenger, who you have with you, along with all the other drivers and occupants and road users on the highways that you're blowing the doors off of.
Yeah, some friend of that must be to put your friend's life in danger as well. So not only do you not give a shit about everybody else's life on the road, you not only don't care about your own dad's property, which is his car, you also don't care about your own friend's safety. Yeah, because I remember the time, I've driven my friends, I've driven like car with my friends. I've done it numerous times. I did it actually just the other day. Yeah, I remember the time I was going that fast. Yeah, give me a fucking break. And I'm pretty sure his friend didn't tell him to do that. I mean, In the extremely unlikely event that he did, why would you say, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that?
If anything was to happen, if a car was to make a lane change, now think about this. You're going almost 300 feet a second. You're covering just about a football field in 1 second. If it takes the average person a second and a half, 2 seconds, whatever, human reaction times to perceive a threat and make a change, what happened if a vehicle makes a lane change, looks in their mirror, they don't see a car anywhere near them, they see lights way off in the distance behind them, maybe, let's think about this, 500 feet behind them, and they make a lane change. By the time this driver is coming up on them, they may not even have the ability to adjust their driving, change lanes, slow down, hit the brakes, do anything to avoid a collision. This could have turned into the most devastating fatal crash ever. This vehicle would have been completely destroyed. This is not a racetrack on the QEW where you have marshals and concrete wall or tire walls that you might have at a racetrack that will absorb energy and protect people. You're not wearing a full helmet and a safety cage. This driver, who thinks he's a pretty good driver, thinks he can drive fast cars and race cars and be the coolest guy on the block.
That's what he should have done instead of putting so many people's lives in danger. I'm pretty sure people even on the Autobahn don't go that fast. People on the Autobahn in Germany, I've read they go pretty fast, but I don't think they go that fast. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of in terms of speeding, roads, you name it. That's just stupid. Stupid, dangerous, reckless, every dumb, bad thing in the book, that's what this is. Let me just say this. Here in Massachusetts, that actually has pretty strict speeding laws, if you went that fast, you'd lose your license for at least 2 months. At least, at the bare minimum, you wouldn't get your license back for at least a few months. If even that. Unfucking believable.
But when you take that kind of attitude and you put it out on the highway with other people around you, unbelievable.
Your attitude is, I don't give a shit about anybody but my fucking self. That's what his attitude is.
I'm going to post some pictures here in a second of the speedometer and the speed that we had. It was a Mercedes that he was driving. He was driving Dad's car and 308 kilometers per hour. So he was charged criminally for dangerous driving. He was released at the scene, and I'm sure he's got a little bit of explaining to do to Mom and Dad this Mother's Day morning. I'm wondering.
Oh, that's even worse. I didn't know that because I've seen this clip on YouTube before, but this is a 13-minute clip on what the hell is the name of this website? This is a clip. And worst of all, this is a clip on Periscope. There was only like a minute and a half video on YouTube of it. It was like a little snippet, but I didn't know that. Oh, God, what a Mother's Day that must be. Jesus Christ.
Why Dad's car is no longer in the garage.
Yeah.
I don't know. We are kicking off our Canada Road Safety Week this week on Tuesdays when we launch Canada Road Safety Week, and this is exactly the kind of behavior that we can't have continue.
We can't have it, period. Like, it never should have happened. It never should have even existed. It never should have crossed someone's mind anywhere, anytime to ever go that fast. And the fact that it did, once again, makes me question the human race.
You know, we've charged about 150 people with street racing since the 1st of May. That's just in the Toronto region by the OPP. So we're taking about 15 cars off the road every single day for this exact offense for street racing or stunt driving.
Oh, actually, I read here, someone wrote in this comment section that says 7-day suspension is a policy issue. I'm sure he will get his revoked for a lot longer. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Well, at least they did something. At least you didn't kill more people. I honestly hope he never gets his license back. I hope he doesn't get it back for a very, very long time. Hope this is a really painful lesson for this person. Seriously.
And that is to keep our highways safe. We are privileged, and driving is a privilege. If you abuse those privileges, those rights will be taken away from you.
Yeah.
Aggressive driving, speeding. You may think you're in full control of your vehicle, but if something was to happen, you hit a pothole, something comes in front of you in your path of travel, and you have to make an aggressive or a quick steering maneuver or lane change, you may not be able to do that. There's construction in many areas. The lane changes. There could be a pothole. There could be water that's accumulated if there's been some rain.
And this wasn't in like a secluded area. This isn't one like a rural area. This was, I think, in the outskirts of Toronto. This is in the outskirts of Toronto, which is a big city. Probably one of the biggest cities in Canada. So how does that... Oh my God.
Any kind of situation, or a driver makes a lane change in front of you. This is ridiculous. So, I don't know how to sign off. I'll post a few pictures here in a few seconds with what we had last night. Sergeant Hauser there from the Burlington Detachment stopped that vehicle. The driver did stop. He saw him over half a kilometer, or about half a kilometer away from him as he was approaching, going 308 kilometers per hour. The officer had very little time to really process that information, react to the situation, hit the emergency lights, pull out, and get this vehicle stopped. The driver did stop because had they tried to run, I can't imagine how they could have navigated any type of corner, off-ramp or on-ramp at those kinds of speeds. You would not make it.
Nope.
You would be flying off the edge, and it would be a bad day, and we would be knocking on the family's door. Two 19-year-old kids in that car. As a passenger in that vehicle as well, you're going along for the ride. You have absolutely no control.
You know what? I'm going to say this. Why didn't that other kid have the brains to say, dude, slow down? Let me tell you something. I don't control what other people do. I don't like to tell other people what to do. But if one of my friends was going that fast, you think I'd just sit back and take it? No. I would be like, yo, slow the fuck down. And I'd probably say more. And then I'd probably question, why am I friends with this? Why am I friends with this retard?
And all you have is one piece of webbing that's buckling you into that vehicle.
Yeah, one little thing, like this. Like this. It's called a seatbelt. It's this. Yeah, it's just one thing. It's not going to save you. If you hit something going that fast, you're going through the goddamn windshield.
I hope you're wearing your seatbelt. I don't know, but I assume you were.
What if he wasn't? Plot twist. He wasn't wearing his seatbelt.
You may be thinking this is the coolest thrill ride, joy ride you've ever been on. You may think you're in control until that moment you're out of control. And at that point, there is nothing you can do. And you are going to be out of control, and you're going to be done. We always talk about being socially unacceptable and having people change their behavior and change their attitudes, and then make their voices, make their opinions, and make their concerns known to people around them. If you're in a passenger seat and you see someone getting on their cell phone and they're all over the highway, you tell them to, hey, put down that phone. Yep. If you see that speedometer
I've told some of my friends that before.
Creeping up to any speed, never mind getting to over 300 kilometers per hour, are you not going to say anything and say, listen, buddy, like, I think we know this car goes fast?
No, it would be more than that. With me, I'd be like, yo, slow the fuck down. What the fuck are you doing? That's what I would say.
Why don't we just slow down? You can go on your own. You can go to a racetrack. You can do this. If you think you're a big fancy pants race car driver, go ahead and race your car. But I'm not prepared for this, and I'm not prepared to have my life come to an end because of your reckless and dangerous behavior.
Yes.
This driver will have a day in court, and
Good.
This is what we're going to be dealing with right now. So again, Canada Road Safety Week kicks off this week. There's going to be police services all across Canada focusing on high-risk behaviors out on the roads. We're trying to reduce the numbers of people that are dying on our highways. And by what we saw last night,
they're dying because of fucking cocksuckers like this.
That could have been 2 lives saved right there. I hope mom and dad understand that and appreciate the fact that their sons are actually home in their beds and they can see another day, because it could have easily have turned into the fact where we'd be knocking on their door telling them that there's been a collision and their sons are not coming home.
I swear to God, he'll probably be in a bed in jail, actually. I'm pretty sure this kid's going to get at least some jail time. He'll be doing, I think, a couple years, I would think.
So, I'll post more information as I get it, but pretty much that's the story that I got from the officers right now. Public going by and honking their horns in delight as they saw the officer with that car pulled over that seconds ago completely obliterated them and blew their doors off as they were ripping down the highway at over 3 times the speed limit. 191 miles an hour, 280 feet per second, 85 meters per second when you're going 308 kilometers per hour. Speed limit's 100. And we may not stop you for going 105, 110, 115, but I think I'd have been doing a double take. When the officer sent me the first picture of the laser that he had targeted that vehicle on, and it showed 308 kilometers per hour.
He must have been like, ha 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 ha, very funny, ha ha, you got me good this time, bro, huh? He's like, no, dude, I'm being serious. Are you sure you're not pointing at an airplane? No, I was pointing at the car. You sure you're not on a runway, bro? No. Okay, we gotta go get this motherfucker.
My first impression was, oh yeah, that's just a joke. There's no problem.
Yeah.
He's been down at the airport watching airplanes take off and land and got a speed reading on an Airbus A340 that rotates at around 290 kilometers per hour when they're taking off. 737 Boeing will rotate or lift its wheels when he's going about 250 kilometers per hour. And so when I saw 308 kilometers per hour, well, yeah, you're getting a nice fast jet coming in on approach or leaving an airport at whatever speed they're going to be coming in at. But when I realized and then found out that this was actually a vehicle, a Mercedes, that was going down the QW with 2 19-year-old kids in it, it blew me away. I have never seen or heard of a speed that fast where an officer's got a vehicle stopped going those kinds of speeds. Please, this is not, I hope this driver doesn't think that, oh yeah, look what I did. I'm not going to even give this person any credit for what they think they're doing if they're trying to find their...
No, he should be embarrassed. He should be fucking ashamed of himself. He should think, wow, I'm a fucking retard. I can't believe I did what I did. How can I live with myself? Like, how can you sleep at night knowing how many lives you put at risk? Like, how angry and upset your family's going to be, how upset your family's going to be, trust that needs to be rebuilt between your family members, other people out there, when you're on the news and everybody hears about this, and when you have to go to court, you have to hear about this, it's going to be on your criminal record. Think of it that way. This is probably going to be on your criminal record for quite some time. I don't know what the laws are in Ontario or elsewhere in Canada that would talk about like criminal expungement or whatever. But oh my God. This kid fucked up his life pretty bad. He fucked up his life pretty severely. And I really hope that whatever judge has him and has his day in court, I hope the judge throws the book at him. And I read somewhere too that I think for this kind of speed you can get up to $10,000 in fines. It's not even the bare minimum of what you deserve for putting for putting so many lives in danger. Fuck you. Fuck you for putting that many people's lives at risk. Fuck you. Because I'm also, just think. What if your family was on that road? What if your family was driving in that car? What if, say, God forbid, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your friend, someone you love and care about, was on that road going that fast? How would you feel to hear that something happened because some stupid fucking asshole decided to go this fast? Because he's a fucking retard and wanted to show that he's cool. You're not cool. You're an asshole. You're an asshole. You're a reckless asshole who should not be allowed to drive for a very long period of time. Fuck you. Fuck you.
15 seconds of fame here. This is ridiculous. This is unbelievable. This is irresponsible. And I certainly hope this person will not be in any position to drive a vehicle for a very long time. The penalties for street racing or stunt driving can go up to $10,000. There's provisions for 6 months in prison, and you can lose your driver's license for 2 years upon conviction in courts.
That's lenient for this, but it's something.
The automatic roadside sanctions, which are the 7-day license suspensions and 7-day vehicle impounds, and he was also charged with dangerous driving, which can have a maximum penalty of up to 10 years. So, in prison.
Jesus.
Again, this is what we're trying to do to keep our highways safe. We're going to continue to do what we can, and we need everyone else to do their part as well. Thank you for listening. You can share this message with as many.
All right, that's about the end of the video. And actually, I got to cut it here because this video is a lot longer than I intended it to be. And also, my camera battery's getting low. It's at 10% now. I just got the notification on my iPhone that my iPhone was at low battery, 10%. So I'm going to cut it here before my battery dies on me. So thank you all for listening, and I thought I would just cover this because it's still kind of fresh. It's happened like 2.5 months ago. I really hope that this kid gets the book thrown at him, whatever the maximum penalty for it is. Like I said, it was like 2 years license suspension, $10,000 fine, whatever. Whatever penalty he gets, that's the maximum for it. License suspension, jail, fine, whatever. He deserves it. Hope this kid learned his fucking lesson, and I hope he realizes, and I hope he never ever does something stupid like this again. And I hope that nobody else on the roads of Canada or anywhere else will ever have to run into someone this reckless or this stupid and irresponsible. Because this is stupid, this is irresponsible in the extreme. There are no words to describe how stupid this is. But anyway, I'm going to cut it here. This is Zach, the Celtics guy. Thank you for listening. Be back with more soon. More topics to discuss. I actually have a list that I've compiled myself that I wanted to discuss on here. I'm going to do that at some point. Be back soon. This is Zach, the Celtics guy. Thank you for watching. And hope everyone's having a good day or night or wherever they are. And comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think. And I'll be back with more soon. Take care. Be safe. Stay well. And stay classy. Bye for now. Peace out.